Hey, I'm Crystal. You might know me from my website, thedallydiaries.com, which is a lifestyle blog, lots of makeup stuff in there because I used to be a makeup artist. There's also a lot of health stuff there, and including articles about endometriosis because I am someone who has endo. 1 in 10 women do, so I'm certainly not alone in that. But if you don't know what endo is, it is an incurable disease and it is a chronic illness, so it's really painful and it can affect a lot of different aspects of a woman's life. It's certainly not just a period disease, which a lot of people that don't really know anything about it put that down to, but it does affect that area. And basically it's when the lining of the uterus, instead of getting out of your body, it decides to re-implant in different places all throughout your system, mainly in the pelvic region, and it just causes havoc. Sticks everything together, makes everything painful, nausea, vomiting, just depends. Everyone's different, but that's the gist of it. So I have got a post online right now that is 5 essential things to have in your endometriosis arsenal. So if you are a fellow endo warrior, this is just some stuff that I use every day to try and get through. I have a pretty hectic schedule. I work as a radio announcer, and for 4 years I've been doing breakfast, which means I get up at 3:30 and then drive an hour and a quarter into work. And then I usually get home about 4:30 in the afternoon. So it's a big day, but these are the things that help me get through. So number 1 is my magnesium supplements. So let me grab those for you. These guys, every morning I have a green juice, and in it I have spirulina, which is great for iron levels. So a lot of endo sufferers do have lower levels of iron, so spirulina is great to boost that up. I have maca in there as well, which is great just for kind of hormone balance and for your libido, because it can be non-existent. And this one here, the magnesium powder. So magnesium's awesome because it helps with muscle cramping. So a lot of athletes sort of take magnesium just to help with cramps throughout their legs or wherever they get their cramps. So this one is awesome to have if you are someone with endo, because Lord knows the cramps are bad. Yes, so pick yourself up some of that. Make a little green juice. Now, something else. All right, number 2. Okay, so second on my list is a TENS machine. I keep mine in this little baggie here. I'm pretty sure my mom gave this to me when I was like 12. It's a long time ago. But it's perfect to keep. I actually have some of my medications in here as well. It's kind of like my little endo bag. And then I currently use a machine called the Overa. You've probably seen it. There's been a lot of marketing for it lately. I was really lucky that I got in when they were trialing it. So I was very lucky. I didn't have to pay for it. But it is pretty great. I would say that, so what TENS machines usually do is that they work by interrupting and scrambling the pain signals so they don't get to the brain the same way, so you're not receiving that pain signal. I wouldn't say that this stops the pain by any means, but I would say that it distracts me a little bit from the pain. It kind of, yeah, it's like a distraction. I think that's the best way I can describe it, and a distraction is a good thing. So mine looks a little bit different to the Overa's now, just because it was like a prototype model, but essentially that's it. So it just has your on off button, and then so you can adjust the levels of intensity. It's pretty funny. I have it usually on like the most intense level, and my boyfriend at one point accidentally put his thumb on one of the pads when it was going, and he nearly died. He didn't actually nearly die, but the pain threshold, not so high. So basically you have that unit, and then you plug in to that the little cord that you then plug, that you then plug in your little pads that you stick on your skin. Now, the issue that I have with these is that I get eczema, unfortunately, and I've tried other ones as well, and it just is a thing. So I'm still trying to work out a way around that. But you can charge it via USB, which is awesome. So you can literally just charge it while you're at work if you need to. But I find that it does last a long day. I would say at least 8 hours when it's charged. So that will keep you going through your work day. So that's an Overa, but you can get other types of TENS machines as well. All right, so another thing that I do to help manage my endo pain is I do yoga. yoga is such a blessing. It is highly recommended for people with endo. There's been articles written about it. There's one that is linked from the Endometriosis Australia website, so you can check that out. Basically, yoga keeps me sane. So I remember up before my last surgery, I was literally just in so much pain that I wasn't sleeping for days. I was in the bathtub for like 48 hours at a time. But the thing that just kept me going was I would just get up and I would do yoga poses, and they would just help with the pain. So I highly, highly recommend yoga, and also walking. Walking's great too. So the thing about endo is that you're in so much pain and you feel so crap a lot of the time that the last thing you want to do is exercise. But then if you don't, it actually can make it worse. So if you can do some yoga and walking, it really does help. And it's probably not going to make you feel worse. On the plus side. All right, number 4. Another thing on my list is a weight bag. Now, I do say in my blog that it is something that everybody needs to have, especially if you don't have, you know, a human male or female on hand that's going to snuggle you and keep you warm. These are so great. I seriously have one everywhere. I have one in my car. I have like 2 at work. I have 3 in my house. There are just wheat bags everywhere in my life. I'm the wheat bag lady. Yeah. So this one is amazing because it is a wraparound. Now, it's actually filthy, so I don't really want to show you the other side. Okay, there it is. Oh, gross. I know, it's so gross. Oil exploded on it, essential oil. It's never been the same since. But these guys are amazing. And if you can get a wraparound one, that is the pièce de résistance. That's not how you say it. Pièce de résistance. Because then you can use it when you're standing up as well. So if you happen to be walking around the house and you're doing things that you just have to get done, at least this guy can stay on your middle and just keep you soothed and warm. I also find the weight just really comforting when I'm in pain too. So pick yourself up one of those. All of the details for this stuff is in my website, so in my article at thedailydiaries.com. So I will link to that below the video. All right, finally, number 5 is the one thing that I would never, ever, ever live in a house without, ever. It's just a non-negotiable for me. And that is a bathtub. Yeah. A bath. At my worst pain levels, I literally would sit in a bath for 3 days at a time. Like all day and all night. I'm just constantly in the bath because it's the one place that I could get a little bit of relief from the pain, from the dragging feeling. We know what that's like, ladies. It's gross. So I can't recommend highly enough that you get in a beautiful bath and you help those muscles relax. If you can get hold of some magnesium flakes, they're fantastic to have in your bath as well. So you can actually buy them in bulk in a lot of places. So definitely recommend putting a full cup of magnesium flakes in your bath when you are having tummy issues. And another thing that I like is I've got this range that I love by Iku. So they're an Australian made product and they have 3 different types of beautiful bath salts. And these just, you know what? They just make you feel better because they just smell heavenly and they've got essential oils in them. And this one is the specific Muscle Relax. So it's got eucalyptus and Kunzea in it as well. And it just makes you feel better. Sometimes smelling things that are good just makes you feel happy. So those are the 5 things that I cannot live without for endo. And if you have any more questions about that, hit me up, let me know. I really, really hope that you can find some comfort in some of these and they can help you on the day-to-day. And yeah, all the info will be, once again, linked below. You can read the entire article at thedailydiaries.com. I'll talk to you soon. Stay well, ladies. Bye.